Welcome to Easy English Talk with Thon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the show. I'm Thon, and as always, I am joined by my energetic co-host, Danny. How are you doing today, Danny?
I am doing great, Thon. But honestly, I'm a little bit hungry.
Well, that is actually perfect timing because today's episode is all about one of my favorite subjects in the entire world. Can you guess what it is?
Let me think. Is it grammar? Is it verb tenses?
No, even better. It's food.
Oh, now we're talking. I love food. But Thon, why are we talking about food on an English learning podcast? Shouldn't we be doing something harder?
That's the secret, Danny. Food is one of the best ways to practice English. Think about it. When you meet someone new, what's the easiest thing to ask them?
What's your favorite food?
Exactly. It's friendly, it's simple, and it always makes people smile. It's much easier than trying to discuss politics or the economy in a second language.
That makes sense. It's a bridge topic. So today, we're teaching everyone how to describe what they eat, share some stories, and even how to order at a restaurant without getting nervous.
Right. So let's jump right in. Danny, I'll start with you. What is your absolute favorite food?
Oh man, if I had to pick just one, it has to be tacos. I honestly think I could eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and never get bored.
Tacos. That's a classic. But why? See, for our listeners, when you say you like a food, you should always say why. It makes the conversation more interesting. So, Danny, why tacos?
Well, I like chicken tacos specifically. I love the combination of the melted cheese, the fresh, crunchy lettuce, and most importantly, the hot sauce. That spicy kick just makes it exciting. What about you, Thon? What's your number one?
For me, it's fried rice.
Fried rice? That's a solid choice, but it's a bit simple, isn't it?
It might seem simple, but it's very filling. That means it makes your stomach feel full and satisfied. But more than that, it's about the memory. My grandmother used to make the best fried rice when I was a little kid. Every time I smell it, I feel like I'm back in her kitchen.
That is so sweet. And that's a great tip for our listeners. Instead of just saying, I like pizza, you can say, I like pizza because it's cheesy and it makes me happy. It tells a story.
Exactly. It connects your English to your real life. Now, Danny, let's help the listeners out with some practice. I'll say a sentence and you repeat it so they can hear the rhythm. Ready?
Ready.
I love hamburgers because they're tasty.
I love hamburgers because they're tasty.
I like soup because it's warm and cozy.
I like soup because it's warm and cozy.
And one more. I enjoy fruit because it's fresh and healthy.
I enjoy fruit because it's fresh and healthy.
Great job! And remember, everyone listening at home, don't just listen. You have to say these words out loud. It's like riding a bike. You might feel a bit wobbly at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets.
Totally. Now, Thon, if I want to sound like a pro when I'm talking about food, I need better words than just good or bad. Can we go over some descriptive words?
Let's do it. Let's look at the S words first. Sweet, salty, spicy, and sour. We need to use our 5 senses. The first one is sweet. Danny, what's the first thing you think of when I say sweet?
Easy. Chocolate, or a massive piece of birthday cake with that thick, sugary frosting.
Right. Sweet means it has sugar. But then we have the opposite, salty. Think of things like potato chips or those big pretzels you get at the mall. They make you thirsty, right?
Oh, definitely. I can't eat just one potato chip. They are way too salty and addictive. But what about the one that everyone argues about, spicy?
Ah, yes, spicy. Now, listeners, remember, hot can mean temperature, like hot coffee, but spicy is that burn in your mouth from peppers. Danny, are you a fan of spicy food?
Honestly, I want to be. I try to act tough, but the moment I eat a spicy chicken wing, my eyes start watering, my nose runs, it's a mess.
I'm the same way. I once had a spicy curry that was so hot I couldn't finish it. My mouth was on fire. So if you're traveling and you aren't sure, always ask the waiter, "Is this very spicy?" It will save your life.
Good tip. And the last one of the big four is sour. Think of biting into a fresh lemon. Your face does that funny, scrunching thing.
Like this?
Exactly like that. Sour is sharp. It's lemons, it's limes, it's even some types of green apples.
Okay, so we have the tastes, but what about the texture? That's how the food feels in your mouth. Let's talk about crispy versus soft.
I love the word crispy. It just sounds like what it is. It's that crunch sound when you bite into fried chicken or a really fresh apple.
It's satisfying, right? Crispy is hard and crunchy, but then you have soft, which is the opposite. Think of a fresh loaf of bread right out of the oven, or a banana.
And then there's juicy. I feel like juicy is the ultimate compliment for fruit or steak.
You're right. If a watermelon isn't juicy, it's just sad. Juicy means it's full of liquid, it's refreshing. So let's put these together for the listeners. Thon, give me a pro sentence using two of these.
Okay, how about this? I love this apple because it is sweet and crispy.
Nice. Or, I'm not a fan of this lemon because it's too sour and juicy.
Perfect. Now, listeners, look at the last thing you ate. Was it salty? Was it soft? Try to combine two words. If you ate a piece of pizza, maybe it was salty and crispy.
You know, Thon, talking about these words reminds me, food isn't just about the tongue, it's about the heart. You mentioned your grandmother's fried rice earlier.
I did. Food is a time machine. One bite can take you back 10 years.
That's so true. For me, whenever I smell grilled cheese sandwiches, I think of rainy days inside when I was a kid. It's my comfort food.
Comfort food. That's a phrase every English learner needs to know. It's the food that makes you feel safe, loved, and happy. It's like a warm hug for your stomach.
A warm hug for your stomach. I love that. But Thon, what happens when I walk into a restaurant in London or New York? My mind goes blank.
That is completely normal, Danny. The restaurant panic is real. But the secret is about 3 specific phrases. The first one is, I'm a big fan of. It sounds more natural than just saying, I like.
Oh, I like that. I'm a big fan of Italian food. What's your best pasta? It shows passion.
The second phrase is, I can't live without. Danny, I can't live without coffee in the morning. Is that too much?
No, it's perfect. And the third one, this is the most important for when you are hungry, is I'm craving. It means your body is telling you to go get that food immediately.
I love those. But Thon, let's practice a real conversation. I'll be the customer and I have an allergy to onions.
Good evening. Welcome to the Tasty Table. Are you ready to order?
Actually, I am ready. I'd like the spaghetti, please. But I have a quick question. What's in the sauce?
The sauce is a traditional tomato base with garlic and fresh herbs.
Okay, great. But can I have it without onions? I'm not a big fan of them. Actually, I'm allergic.
Of course. I'll tell the chef no onions. Would you like anything to drink?
Yes, I'll have an orange juice, please. And could you add extra ice? I like it really cold.
No problem at all. Your meal will be ready in 15 minutes.
See? That wasn't bad. I used I'd like, I asked a question, and I made a special request.
You did great, Danny. The key was the word please. In English, please is like a magic spell. It makes people want to help you. If you just say, give me water, it sounds rude, but can I have some water, please? Makes you sound like a pro.
But what if the food comes and it's not good? How do I say I don't like it without being mean?
Use the soft approach. Instead of saying, I hate this, you say, it's not really my thing.
It's not really my thing. It sounds so polite. Now, Thon, what are you doing with that cutting board?
I'm teaching cooking verbs. This sound is chop. You chop vegetables, you chop nuts, you chop meat. Then you grab a bowl and mix. To mix means to combine things together.
And then the best sound in the world, the sizzle.
That is the word fry. When you use hot oil in a pan, you are frying, like fried chicken. But if you use boiling water, that is boil. And the last one, the oven, is bake.
So I chop the onions, mix them with eggs, fry them in a pan, and then I eat them.
You got it. And while you're doing that, practice your English. Talk to yourself. Say, "Now I am chopping the carrots." It feels silly, but it works.
You know, Thon, if something is very, very easy, we say it's a piece of cake.
I love that one. Learning these words is a piece of cake. Or if you have a secret, spill the beans.
And if you're in trouble?
You're in a pickle. These expressions make your English sound natural.
I feel like my English is getting tastier already. But what about the balance?
Exactly. Healthy food is the fuel. Vegetables, fruits, fish. Junk food is the fun stuff. Candy, chips, soda. It's okay to eat sometimes, but not every day.
Balance is important. You can have the pizza, just make sure you have a salad too.
Spoken like a true pro, Danny. Well, we are almost at the end of our episode. We learned describing words, restaurant phrases, cooking verbs, and idioms.
It really was a piece of cake. But before we go, what's the homework?
Talk about food with someone this week in English. Ask them, "What's your favorite food?" and tell them yours. Use the phrases we learned.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just keep talking. Like riding a bike, just keep pedaling.
Thank you all for joining us on this tasty journey today. We believe in you, and we know your English is getting better every single day.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep eating the food you love.
See you next time on Easy English Talk with Thon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Please subscribe. Join Easy English Talk with Thon now.